In previous class, we study about Kirchhoff's first law. Now, Kirchhoff's second law. It is also known as loop law because calculation is done in one loop. It is also known as potential law or voltage law. Now, what is the law? We have only understood what is meaning of loop, and the law is in any loop of an electrical circuit, the sum of potential difference across different elements is 0. Total sum of potential difference across different element is 0. So we can write sigma V, summation of V, potential difference is equal to 0. Now we see the application of it. Here is the loop. Let's give it the name A, E1, B, A. This is one loop. Now what are the elements in this loop? Element means it may be a cell, it may be a resistance, it may be a capacitor or any other member which comes in loop. This is first element, this is second element, and this is third element. We have only 3 elements in this loop. If we calculate potential difference across all these 3, then their sum should be 0 according to law. Sum of potential difference of this element and this element is 0. And we must first learn how we are going to calculate potential difference across different element. Now, to calculate potential difference, what we have to do before that? Answer. Before that, we must take the electrical current direction in all the element. That means, according to first law of Kirchhoff's, we must distribute the electric current and we must know the direction of electric current in all the elements of the loop. So, we have to start by Kirchhoff's first law. Start from positive plate of any cell. This is positive plate of a cell, and let current I1 start from here. Current I1 start from here, and this is another positive plate of another cell, and let current I2 start from here. I2 start from here, come to this junction. How much I2? This come to this junction. I2 comes from here to this junction, and I1 coming from here and reach to this junction, and across the junction current will definitely change here. I1 and I2 entering the junction, I1 and I2 entering the junction, and this current is leaving the junction. So this is I1 plus I2. I1 is here. What is the current here? Remember, I told you electric current is same throughout one branch. In one branch, electric current is same. Remember this thing. One branch is from one junction to another junction. From one junction to another junction. This is one branch. That means here current is I1. Here current is I1, and here current is I1, and here also current is I1. One junction to one junction. if we see only this junction, this is one junction and here is one junction, so here current is I1, here is also current I1. Why? Because the rule is in one branch, one junction to another junction, current is same. So here also current is I1, here also current I1. Similarly, in this, if current I2 is here, then here is also current I2. In this, current is also I2. And third branch, this third branch A to B. If here is current I1 plus I2, here is also current I1 plus I2. Now, our main thing is summation of V, sigma V, summation of sum of all potential difference across different element is 0. This is our main calculation. That means we have to calculate potential difference across each and every element, potential difference of these elements. In a closed loop or cycle, we can calculate potential difference either going clockwise or going anti-clockwise. First main thing is rule. First is we must decide direction of calculation. In which direction we calculate? In one loop, direction is only one, same for each element. Direction of this element and this element is same. So first we have to decide. We can choose any one direction. It is clockwise or anti-clockwise. So first step is decide direction of calculation. And second, if we have a cell like this and our direction of calculation is this is direction of calculation, we can go in this direction. In this direction means first we calculate, from here we start, we calculate potential difference of this element, then we come here in this loop, this is second element, then we calculate potential difference of this element, then we calculate potential difference of this element. If our direction is this anti-clockwise, we can choose clockwise, then we go from here to here like this. In this loop, if our direction is anti-clockwise and if we start from here, first we calculate potential difference across this, then this element, and then potential difference across this element. So first we have to decide direction of calculation. Second, if we have a cell like this and our calculation direction is here, left to right, this is positive plate and this is negative plate, and calculate direction is this positive plate to negative plate. Then potential difference of this cell, always taken positive. Don't forget this, remember this rule. V2 minus V1 minus V2 means potential difference. V1 minus V2 means potential difference. Potential of this cell always taken positive if our calculation direction is this, and if this is cell and calculation direction is this way, then potential difference V1 minus V2 means potential difference is taken negative. In this case positive, in this case negative. When plus to minus positive and direction is minus to plus, this is negative. This is not direction of current. Remember this. This is not direction of current. This is our direction of calculation. So this is the rule for whenever there is cell. Rule for cell. Now if there is resistance, and current is flowing in this direction, this is resistance and this is direction of current, and direction of calculation is also this way. What is this? This is direction of calculation and this is direction of current. Then potential difference V1 minus V2 is taken positive. And how we can give potential difference? We know according to Ohm's law, potential difference is equal to I multiplied by R. So V1 minus V2 is equal to positive IR. Now suppose current is flowing in this way, in this direction, and direction of calculating in this direction. Current in this direction and direction of calculation is this. Then potential difference is negative. And how potential difference is given according to Ohm's law? IR. So IR, sign of IR is negative. So these are rules calculating negative and positive potential difference across it. Now we have to apply these rules in this figure. Loop 1, which is loop 1 A E1 B A. Let this is loop 1 and this is loop 2. We apply Kirchhoff's second law in loop 1. Let our direction of calculation is anti-clockwise. We choose anti-clockwise direction. This anti-clockwise direction. This is only direction of calculation. We start in this. Here is only 3 elements. Let we start from A. This is our first element, resistance, and potential difference of this resistance here is given by, according to Ohm law, V is equal to IR. Current is here is I1 plus I2 multiplied by R, resistance R, I1 plus I2 R. And sign of potential difference according to this rule. Direction of calculation is here and direction of current, this is direction of current is also here. Both is same. So sign of IR is positive. So we write here positive I1 plus I2 R. Now second element is this resistance and potential difference of this is given by, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Current is I1 multiplied by R1. In this case, direction of current is this way and direction of calculation is anti-clockwise. And direction of current is same. In this way, direction of current and direction of calculation is same. So according to this rule, potential difference is positive I1 R1. Now this is our third element, cell. Direction of calculation is this way and according to rule of cell. This is rule. Direction of calculating is this, negative to positive, negative plate to positive plate. Then potential difference is, sign of potential difference is negative. So sign of potential of this cell electromotive force is minus E1. And according to Kirchhoff's second law, sum of all potential difference is 0 equal to 0. Solve this, we can write this as I1R plus I2R plus I1R1 is equal to E1. Now check in loop 2 AE2B. In this loop, let our direction of calculation is anti-clockwise and we start from here. Direction of calculation is this for cell. Direction of calculation is in this way, positive plate to negative plate. According to rules, this potential difference is taken positive. This is second element, current flowing in this way and direction of calculation is in this way, opposite direction. So sign of potential difference I2 R2 is negative. Now this is third element and direction of current is this way and direction of calculation is this way, opposite, so sign is negative. According to Ohm's law, potential difference current multiplied by resistance. Here current is I1 plus I2 multiplied by R. So then we solve this and we find this. So we can use Kirchhoff's second law like this. In next lecture we will solve some problem based on Kirchhoff's second law where value of E1 R1 is given and then we solve.